Happy Monday and welcome back to another vlog. It is 8 a.m. I just pulled into the office, so I do need to run upstairs and get started with my workday because as it's a Monday, we all know I am very busy, so don't want to put off getting started with my work for too long, but I wanted to hop on and say welcome to the vlog. Before I yap on too long, let's get inside and get started with our workday. It's about 6:15. I've been home for like an hour now. I've just been kind of hanging out with the cats. I was sitting on the couch and just relaxing with them for a little bit. Ryan is supposed to work until 6. I'm not sure if he got off early or not, so he could be home any minute. Who knows? I think we're actually going to do burgers for dinner tonight. We were supposed to do burgers for dinner, I think on Saturday, and then we ended up going and getting food, and then we did the green chili chicken last night. So I think tonight we're actually going to do burgers. We'll see. Either that or leftover chili, because we do still have some and we need to use it before it goes bad. So if you watched last week's vlog, you know I went to Sephora over the weekend and I got a couple new perfumes to try. Yesterday I wore Guava Granita from Ellis Brooklyn and it grew on me as the day went on. It's still pretty sweet, but it lasted a really long time on my skin. Like even after showering, I felt like I could still smell it on my skin. So maybe I'll buy a full size of that, but for now I'm just gonna keep testing out the smaller one, obviously. Today I decided to wear Never Ending Summer by Replica, and this one is so good. It's so summery, and when you look at like the scent description and all that on Sephora, it mentions like Amalfi Coast and like a spritz, and it's just very citrusy. This smells like something I've smelled before. I can't place my finger on it right now, but I love this one and I definitely think I will be purchasing maybe not the bigger bottle, but like a more full-size bottle once I'm done with this, or maybe even before then, because obviously traveling with full-size perfumes, not like the smartest thing. I don't travel very often, but in the case that I do, I think this is definitely going to be my summer scent because this one smells it just smells so good. And all day I've caught whiffs of it and I've just been like, I am obsessed. Definitely 10 out of 10 on this one. I'm going to obviously keep trying the Ellis Brooklyn one and like seeing how I like it, but again, definitely purchasing a full size of this one eventually. And with the Bombshell perfume by Victoria's Secret, I know I love that one, which is obviously why I bought the bigger bottle instead of buying a travel size spray. So I'm just gonna switch it up with the scents for now. Again, I'm just trying to find a good spring summer scent because what I've been wearing is definitely just more of a warm fall winter scent. So I'm just trying to find something that more fits like the spring summer vibes, which this definitely does. So we're gonna keep wearing that and then we'll keep trying out the Ellis Brooklyn one and we'll obviously wear Bombshell. So that's just a little update on the perfumes in case anyone cared. I'm gonna hang out with this cat for a little bit because she's very needy. Probably play with her for a little bit until Ryan gets home, whenever that is, and then shower and just kind of figure out the plan for dinner. Again, I do think we're gonna actually do burgers tonight. We'll see what Ryan's feeling when he gets home. I obviously had like a teriyaki chicken for lunch, so I'm down for either a burger or for chili, but we'll see what he's feeling. Before she gets too into my hair and beats up my back too much because she really just like scratches the crap out of my back when she's like this. I'm gonna put her down and play with her a little bit, so I will catch you later. Happy Tuesday. It is about 8:15 and obviously been home for a few hours. Ryan and I went and had a beer and got some pizza for dinner. I am going to hop in the shower. I am planning on washing my hair tonight just because I last washed it on Thursday and I'm trying to get back on my Sunday schedule. So I'm going to wash it tonight and then we can wash it again this weekend. I want to try to get to work earlier than usual tomorrow because we are going to a game tomorrow night, so I need to leave work a little early. So it's just kind of a little sneak peek into where tomorrow's going to take us, but I'm going to hop in the shower, wash my hair, get ready for bed and all that, and probably just get in bed, do a little reading. So I'm going to do that and I will catch up with you most likely in the morning. Good morning and happy Thursday. It is almost 8 o'clock and I just pulled into work and I do need to run upstairs and obviously get started with the day, but I did want to hop on and say sorry for no talking clips yesterday. I went to work early because we went to the Padres game last night, obviously. I was planning on getting a talking clip in the morning and then I was just kind of in a rush, obviously trying to get to work and get started as early as possible. And then when I left work, I was in a rush to get home so I could finish getting ready and get Ryan and we could head down to the game. So unfortunately, I just did not have time yesterday, but we went to the game. It was good. Padres ended up winning, which is always fun. And it was just a nice game. Nice to get out and, you know, do something because last week we were pretty much at home most of the week. So it's always nice to go to a game and just hang out and watch the Padres. So like I said, I am at work now, so I'm gonna run upstairs and get started with my day because I am just really busy this week. So I have a lot to do today, but I am gonna do that and then I will catch up with you hopefully later this afternoon. Happy Friday. We made it through another week. This week has been pretty hectic, and honestly, I have not done any editing. I totally forgot to say yesterday morning that I hadn't done any editing all week, and last night I was gonna lock in and do some, and then I got out of the shower and took a little bit of a nap before we ate dinner and then fell asleep. So tonight I really need to lock in and do some editing. It is a little after 5 now. I just got home a couple minutes ago. I left work a little early today just because it's been such a hectic week and I was done with everything for the day. So I left 30 minutes early, which I could have found things to do for the last 30 minutes. At the same time, I was just ready to get the weekend started. So here we are home. Like I said, it's a little after 5. Ryan just texted me that he's leaving work now, so he'll probably be home a little before 6. And we'll just hang out. I'm probably gonna get on the computer and do a little bit of editing until he gets home just to get started because, again, I haven't done any all week. Usually I don't on Mondays. Sometimes I do on Tuesdays. It just depends on the week. I try to give myself like some grace at the beginning of the week, Monday, even into Tuesday. And like if I don't do anything, it's not that big of a deal. But once like Wednesday, Thursday hits, I usually try to get on the computer and do a little bit. Wednesday night we went to the game, obviously, and then yesterday I just didn't do anything. So we're a little behind schedule, but it's fine. I don't really have anything planned for the weekend besides like my usual grocery shopping tomorrow. So I think we'll probably just spend all day editing, which is pretty typical. So I think I'm gonna make a drink. Not an espresso martini like last week. It didn't keep me up. I was able to fall asleep pretty quickly, luckily, but I need to get some regular vodka, I think, because I only had the peppermint vodka and I think it was just a little much. Hi. Also, I only have citrus vodka. It's citrus and peppermint here. So maybe once I get some not flavored vodka, I'll do another espresso martini. But I think I'm just gonna make either an Aperol or a Hugo Spritz. One of the two. We'll see what I'm feeling. I'm gonna make a drink and just get on the computer, do a little bit of editing, throw all the clips together, and at least get started with some like basic cuts before Ryan gets home. And then we'll figure out dinner. I don't really have anything on the whiteboard for tonight. We kind of have been trying to meal plan a little bit the last like 2 weeks, and the meal plan stopped with Tuesday. So I don't really have anything planned for tonight. We'll see what Ryan's feeling. I'm down for kind of whatever, so we'll figure something out, and we're just gonna hang out tonight. He'll probably play games and I'll just do some editing, maybe watch some YouTube or something. I don't know. Again, we'll figure it out. It's Friday, so I don't know, I'm trying to just like relax. So anyways, I've been yapping, so I'm gonna stop yapping, make a little drink, and get on the computer and see what I can get done before Ryan gets home. One thing, I totally forgot to show this earlier this week. I inserted a clip at the beginning of the week of a little post-it note dispenser that Ryan got me from like the cats for a Mother's Day gift. He also ended up buying me this mug that showed up Tuesday, I think, but it says best effing cat mom ever, which I think I might take this to work next week so I can drink my coffee out of it. I haven't really switched up. I obviously brought home my more like Christmassy mug and I've been using a different one for the last couple months. So maybe I'll use this one for the next little bit and not use the cancer one that I've been using. Maybe I'll take that one back to work once like it's cancer season, the end of June, you know? But yeah, that was just another gift that Ryan got me, so wanted to share with y'all. Happy Saturday. It's a little before 10. I've been up for a little bit. I did not want to get up. I fell back asleep after Ryan left and didn't wake up until closer to like 9:30. But I've been up for a little bit just hanging out with the girls. I got them some wet food and then I got distracted by going through the pantry and the fridge and kind of doing a little bit of a clean out. I was trying to figure out what we need from the grocery store so I could add it to the list, and then I started cleaning things out, moving things around, and now here we are. It's a lot cooler this weekend than last weekend, so I am still gonna go on a walk, but I'm not like in as much of a rush to go early today just because it's not as warm, but I still want to get going on a walk. I did some editing last night, a decent amount I feel, but I'm going to get on my computer, do a little bit of editing while I drink my Alani and have something to eat, and then we'll get outside and get some fresh air for a little bit. I am planning on stopping by Home Depot or Lowe's or something to grab a couple pots and some soil, because I think I showed this a vlog or two ago, my cilantro plant, and then I planted basil seeds like a week or so ago, and they're starting to sprout, but I can't repot them because I don't have any soil to put them into the bigger pots that I have. So I need to get some soil, and I'm probably gonna buy like one more pot so I can plant the mint seeds that I have also and get them started. Maybe if I find any other seeds at the store, I'll start something else. The only other thing that I could think that I would want to start would be like rosemary or parsley. I've had rosemary in the past, but it kind of died on me. It didn't flourish as much as my old basil that I had. So I don't know if I'll do rosemary, but maybe I'll get like some parsley seeds and we can start a parsley plant as well. Who knows? We're just gonna have a bunch of herbs out on the patio since I can actually utilize it at this place, or want to utilize it at this place. It's kind of what I'm wanting to do, is just get a bunch of herbs and have a little herb garden out there. And I think it'll be really cute when it is sunny. It gets a decent amount of sun for a couple hours in the morning, so I think we can get quite a few things going out there. But before I yap on too long, because it's already been a couple minutes, I'm gonna drink this Alani and do some things on my computer before I head out on a walk, hang out with these cats, because they have a lot of energy. They're running around and playing together. So gonna hang out with them and do some editing, and then we're gonna get on a walk, and then we'll just see what else we can get up to today. It is 2:45 and I need to get my butt in here. I obviously went walking in the gym because it was just like a little too chilly outside for me to walk outside. And then I got home, showered, hung out with the cats for a little bit, and ate some lunch, did a little bit of editing. But now I really just need to go to the store and get everything done that I need to do outside of the house before Ryan gets home. He's gonna be off at 4:30 today, so I need to get going sooner than later. I think what I'm gonna do is go to Albertsons instead of Vaughn's today, just because Albertsons is right next to Home Depot and I want to go to Home Depot, get a couple pots and some soil. It just makes more sense to get it there, and Home Depot is actually closer than Lowe's to where we are. So I think that's the plan for today. I have my list ready to go, and I'm just gonna get out there and go get everything done that I need to. I haven't been to Home Depot in a really long time. Hopefully I don't get too distracted. I typically don't. I'm really just going for like plants, but hopefully I don't get too distracted by pots and all that stuff. I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, let's get going and get our errands done and see what we can find. It is 5:20 and I just got home a little bit ago and put all the groceries away. Ryan should be home any minute. I think tonight we're gonna do burgers. We were gonna do burgers last night and then we realized we didn't have any French fries. So now that we have some, because I bought some at the store, I think that's what we're gonna do for dinner. So I'm probably going to just like chill for a little bit, maybe get on my computer, because I know he is going to want to shower and like relax after work. He'll probably turn on the game because it starts pretty soon. I don't know when we're gonna eat, probably not until like 7:30 or so, like we usually do. So I was wanting to get myself like a sweet treat while I was out, but I decided not to, just because it was a little bit late and I knew if I got something it was gonna have caffeine. and I probably shouldn't do that right now. But I did get an Olipop at the store, just the cream soda one. I don't think I've tried this one before, so I figured I would get it and try it and we could see how it is. But that's kind of where we're at. Home Depot unfortunately didn't have parsley seeds, so we're not going to be planting parsley, but I did get a couple pots and some soil, so I'm going to repot the basil and cilantro tomorrow and then plant the mint seeds that I have, and then we'll get parsley, I don't know, maybe next weekend I'll go back to Home Depot and see if they have parsley. But anyways, I'm going to drink my Olipop and get on the computer, and I will catch up with you later. Happy Sunday. It is a little after 9:15. Ryan just left for work. I've been up for a little bit, but we obviously got the cats food and now they're just running around. I just threw the sheets in the wash, so we're gonna do that today, and just a lot of laundry and a lot of stuff around here. I do still need to finish editing last week's vlog. I am really close to it being done, but since I didn't start editing until Friday, I think I just really put myself behind this week. So today's gonna be very editing heavy, especially this morning. The vlog is gonna be later than usual. I mean, it's already 9 o'clock and it's not even exported and scheduled. So of course it's gonna be late this week, but it's fine. I do want to get out and go on a walk, but I don't know when that's gonna be. So I'm not gonna drink an Alani right now, and probably not at all today, just because I don't want to drink it too early. So I think we're just gonna make a coffee. I actually have this that I bought from the store a couple weeks ago. I had one of these last week when I went to the other office, and I bought two when I was at the grocery store the weekend before because it was like 2 for $4 or something like that. So this is the Slate Vanilla Latte High Protein Iced Coffee. It's actually pretty good. I know protein is best for like after working out. Honestly, I don't work out. I really just go on walks. So I'll probably just drink this while I am finishing up my editing. This does have 175 milligrams of caffeine. It's like 2 cups of coffee. I was going to drink this yesterday after my walk, but I realized that, and I had obviously already drinking an Alani, which is, the minis are 100 milligrams of caffeine. So I was like, I do not need almost 300 milligrams of caffeine. So we're gonna drink this today and get some more editing done. I'm gonna grab something to eat as well. These cats are something else. You can tell they just got breakfast because they are just running around and playing. So I'm gonna grab something to eat and drink this and finish editing the vlog and get it exported and uploaded. I'll probably just watch streams while I'm doing that. I do want to go on a walk. It's gonna be a little bit warmer today than yesterday, so maybe I can walk outside. We'll see. If not, I'll just walk in the gym again. It's no big deal. When I'm coming back from my walk, whether it's outside or in the gym, I'm going to grab the pots and the soil out of my car, and then we're going to repot the basil and the cilantro, and I'm gonna plant those mint seeds as well. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time outside on the patio doing some planting and just some time inside doing some things around here, wiping down the kitchen and obviously the sheets, some laundry. I do need a vacuum as well because me and these cats, we shed a lot. So there's some vacuuming to be done also. But anyways, before I yap on too long, because I always do this, I am going to sit at my computer and bust out the rest of this vlog, get it finished and get it uploaded to YouTube. And then we'll see what we do after that, if we go on a walk or if we just kind of hang out a little bit and see if it gets any warmer. The high for today is only 71, so we'll see when we end up going on a walk. But I'm gonna go sit down and I'll catch you later. I just got out of the shower like probably half an hour ago. I ended up washing my hair because I got in the shower so late, and we're gonna try the wavy hair thing again this next week. We'll see how it goes. This is kind of what we're working with. I blow dried it a good amount with a diffuser, but I'm gonna let it air dry the rest of the way. I did my bangs obviously as well, so we're just gonna see how it dries and how it looks. But I have the cats here with me. I'm making the bed because I washed the sheets this morning, so I still have the cover for the comforter in the dryer, but I put the fitted sheet on, and I'm gonna put the pillowcases on the pillows real quick and then pull the comforter out of the closet where I hid it from the cats so they wouldn't get cat hair all over it, and put the cover on that. That's like the bane of my existence, and I really don't want to do it, but it needs to get done. So I'm going to put these pillowcases on the pillows and grab the duvet cover. I think once I get the bed made, I'm actually going to head out onto the patio and repot the basil and cilantro and then plant the mint seeds. So I'll obviously take you along for that as well. Anyways, I'm gonna get the bed made, and then we will get out onto the patio, get a little bit more fresh air, and then we'll just see what else we can do this afternoon. It's almost 6:30. My hair didn't dry so bad. We'll see how it looks tomorrow. I'm going to try to make a Hillstone Crisp martini. I'm not a big gin person, but we do have gin here. The recipe calls for gin. Unfortunately, we have Bombay Sapphire. I've seen some comments saying Hendrix is the key for the gin. Again, I'm not a gin person, but I figured I've been seeing this recipe on TikTok a little bit, and I did buy some Sauvignon Blanc yesterday at the store to try it out. So we're gonna see how this goes. So first is 1.5 ounces of gin, so we're gonna do that. It smells very strong and I'm a little nervous. Then says 1 ounce of Saint Germain or any elderflower liqueur. This is my main reason for trying this, is because it has the Saint Germain in it. Then it says juice from half lemon, so I'm gonna use my little citrus juicer and juice this lemon. I have larger lemons, so hopefully that's okay and it doesn't make it too lemony. All right, now we just shake it with some ice. Then you're supposed to pour it into a chilled glass. Luckily I have a martini glass pretty much in the freezer at all times. So we're gonna pour that in there. Again, I'm a little nervous because this is gin. Also, this looks like kind of a lot. Yikes. Then you're supposed to top it with an ounce of Sauvignon Blanc. I bought this bottle just for this recipe because I'm more of a red wine drinker now, apparently. This is Whitehaven Sauvignon Blanc. A comment on the video said Whitehaven is the Sauvignon Blanc to go with. We're gonna just top that with that. This is a Hillstone Crisp martini, if I remember correct. I'm, again, nervous because of the gin, but cheers. Let's see how it tastes. Honestly, I mainly taste the Saint Germain, so it's actually not as scary as I thought it would be. So this is really refreshing. If you're looking for a summer drink, I will drop the TikTok link in the description below. Ryan should be home probably in the next like 15-20 minutes or so. So I'm going to just drink this and probably get dinner started. I don't know how hungry he is, but we're gonna do that gnocchi recipe tonight, and I need to cut some mushrooms. So that recipe doesn't really take very long. It's only like 30 minutes tops, but I do need to cut the mushrooms. So I'm going to do that and get the spinach ready to go, put all this stuff away, and just kind of hang out with the girls until he gets home, and then we'll see what we can get into the rest of the evening. It is 10 o'clock now, so obviously I need to be heading to bed. My hair is still looking pretty good. We'll have to see how it looks in the morning. It dried pretty nicely. Obviously, my ends I think are still just a little damaged from the bleach a year or so ago when I went more red with my hair. Actually, that might have been 2 years ago now. No, maybe it was a year. I don't know. Time is weird. So my ends don't really seem to get like as wavy as like the rest of my hair, but honestly, it looks pretty good for my first time doing like a wavy kind of method in honestly a few months. Again, we'll see how it looks tomorrow. So if in the next vlog my hair is up or in a ponytail or straight, then you know what happened. I'm going to get in bed and do a little reading of finale and end the vlog here. So as always, if you enjoyed it, if you could give the video a like, I would really appreciate it. And please subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.